Hello friends and family, and good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Today we have a really exciting video. We're going to head right behind us to the Lakeland Antique Mall, a very unassuming building located here in Lakeland, but they have some of the rarest Disney antiques and collectibles that you're probably going to find anywhere. Items from Disneyland, here at Walt Disney World, and even a huge selection of Universal Studios merchandise, all things that were used in the parks and different types of relics. It's always a pleasure coming out here and showing you guys the full tour. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. Here's the signage actually for the Lakeland Antique Mall. It used to be known as the Wildwood Antique Mall. If you look closely, you can see where the Wildwood has kind of rubbed off and now literally just says Antique Mall. But it is very, very chilly outside today. I'm excited to be here though, give you guys the full tour because they have some really incredible items inside. And literally the building just says Antique Mall. You're gonna find some really rare items inside of here though, like they'll have ride vehicles that were used at like Walt Disney World property. You're gonna find things from like Disney Imagineering, cast member outfits. Yeah, I can see some of the items from the window right here. Like I was saying, you could actually see some of the ride vehicles from outside the building. I do want to show you what we got going on here. This is a Magic Kingdom Tomorrowland Starjet from over by India. Tomorrowland. Like, this is kind of crazy to see here. $35,000. This is being sold by Recycling the Magic. This would actually be like the Astro Orbiter, so that is really cool. Up here they have some cast member costumes. It says Disney Photo Pass there on that vest, so I do want to head inside and show you and see what we got doing here. But if you want to pause and check out the hours of operation, as soon as you come inside though, here's yet another Disney cast member costume. This was from the Jungle Cruise. It looks like you do get the bucket hat there and the entire costume with the shorts. $595 for that. Then over here, it looks like they do have yet another costume. Holidays happen here, it says on that vest. That is really cool, actually. Let's see what we got doing here. We have Babes in Toyland Walt Disney Productions. That's really cool to see that because of the Nutcrackers, and they do actually have one of the Nutcrackers right here on display. Such a great little photo op. Again, like these things being used in the parks and whatnot is really crazy. They have a Disneyland Space Mountain ride vehicle right here where you can see like all the original seats and the lap bars. The speakers are still intact. And I love how they put like all of the dwarves inside. They have a stiff Winnie the Pooh bear, and then Bashful's hanging out up front. But how crazy is that? A Disneyland Space Mountain ride vehicle in an antique mall. A few really cool items here from Universal Studios. Look at this. They have like a whole Lil Boo statue. This would have been used at Universal Studios in the parks. Like, that is so crazy. From our friends over at the Vault Collectibles, they do have an entire store in the back section. And how about the Velociraptor that they have from Universal Studios? Again, like, you got some really cool Disney and Universal photo ops as soon as you come inside the building. Lil Boo's quite the find though. Like, that is really neat. And they do have some nice baskets of pins up front. These are all assorted prices. You have the original Florida Orange Bird with the little dangly charm that says Florida. Let's see what else we got doing here. We got Mickey. It says USA with the Mickey ears. Some really unique pins though that you don't find everywhere. Here's a really nice one of Stitch. There's like a little duck hanging out at the bottom. Let's see here. We got Pocahontas, a happy birthday Disney princess pin. And they even have some Splash Mountain pins that you're going to find here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. Brandy actually found a really neat one. This is the grand opening of Shanghai Disney Resort. It's a huge pin of Mickey Mouse, limited release. Like, that one is really neat. Let's see what else we got doing over here though. Some really great offerings. This is official Disney Ear Quest, a limited release pin. And it looks like they do have one here with Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Let's check out some of the items here in the bottom section of the case. Here is a cool Loungefly. You have Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio. That one is $68. And check out how old that Pinocchio, like, posable figurine is right underneath. Like, I've never seen that before. That's really cool. And you have a statue to the right hand side, 1995, members only, a Cruella de Vil 101 Dalmatian statue for $98. But they have all sorts of like different statues and things going on. This is from 1995, celebrating 40, I do believe. Let's see here. I believe it says Walt Disney World, $88 for that. And check out some of the larger pin sets that they have right underneath. Disney Pin Trading, you got the Jumbo Tinkerbell pin and the original packaging, $38. And then in the back section, you have celebrating 50 years of Disney theme parks. Look at that one. It's a Mickey Topiary pin. But you're even going to find some rare cast member exclusive awards like Cinderella Castle back there, celebrating 15 years of service, $175 for that one. And they even have some more recent items like the 50th anniversary statue of Cinderella Castle. I wanted to pop on over to the other side of the case because they do have even more rare pins over here. This is a Disney pin set, 12 Days of Christmas Wreaths, $178. That's really rare though. I've never seen that before. And how about this Disneyland pin set that you get with Sorcerer Mickey? You have Minnie Mouse, Pluto, and then Donald Duck, where the magic began, they all say, with little dangly charms. Then they have a cool little clock back there. That one's actually a Seiko quartz crystal clock with Sorcerer Mickey. Like, lots of different clocks up in this section now here. Let's see what we got doing. This one just says in Walt Disney World. That one's engraved. And they do have some Walt Disney Company official watches here. Let's see here. They're about $75 a piece for them. I always like to check out the assorted glass cases that they have. This here is from 2000. It's a musical moving snow globe, they're calling that, $65. But you have like all the Disney characters at the bottom, from like Mickey, you have Minnie, you have Pinocchio, and all the characters they circle around there. And they do have a nice limited release Trader Sam's. That's cool. The Grotto Grand Opening from 2015. That pin is $125. And here is a Disney Trader Sam's White Pearl mug, $19.99. Some really cool Trader Sam's merchandise. I really like that tiki mug for $50. And then over here is a brand new statue that they have. This is a Disney Jolly Roger statue from Peter Pan, $150. It comes with the collector's base. And then way back in the back section, look at how vintage that Mickey Mouse plushie is. It doesn't have the year, but that's pretty incredible to find. That's the great thing about the Lakeland Antique Mall. Like, literally everything is kind of sectioned off into different booths and different vendors. So everywhere you look, like, they have different like cabinets and different sections kind of partitioned off to show you some of the merchandise all of them have. Like, not all of the vendors are going to have Disney things, of course. You'll find your typical antiques. This booth does have a couple of Disney items. This is a neat little train, $40 for that. Let's see what else we got doing here. It looks like there's a couple of figurines of Minnie Mouse, about $18 a piece. This one definitely looks much more vintage though. My last visit here, they had a bunch of Universal Studios items inside, and they still do. This one is actually from Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. This is the Rob Zombie Hillbilly Deluxe Scare Zone Dragula car, back from 2019 at Universal. This would have been one of the photo ops. It's still on display actually here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. They have some signage for Halloween Horror Nights 30, select nights September 3rd to October 31st. That sign's $195. It's really cool though, like they have all this Halloween Horror Nights banners and different photo ops here. Right outside of that booth though, they're getting some really cool statues. How about these Nightmare Before Christmas ones? They have a huge Jack Skellington statue, probably like maybe 2.5 feet tall, $398. Then a little bit shorter, of course, they have Sally, and then a nice Zero one. Zero's actually $188, so they have some of the main characters there. I do want to see what they have doing here on the other side of the cabinet. It looks like they have a bunch of Disney related items in here. This one is celebrating 10 years of service at Walt Disney World for the finest entertainment. That plaque back there is $95. And how about the statue in front of Elsa? Look at that, you can see like the snowflakes and everything going on with her hands, $125. Then over here they have the 50th anniversary statue with Mickey and Minnie. It does come with the Walt Disney World 50th collector's base. That's really neat. So each aisle here actually has its own letter of the alphabet. So this is letter G. I always like to check out our friends booth over here because they have some great assorted snow globes and different things going on, and some really cool items actually, like this huge sculpture of Woody and Buzz Lightyear. Looks like they're blasting off. Like, that is such a nice figurine. $350. That's a little bit pricey, but it's a really cool item. Underneath here they have like a happy birthday figurine statue. It says 75th birthday Mickey. You have Mickey and Minnie and then Pluto. Let's see the old price of Rooney, $145. Then underneath there, look at this little car that they have, the ceramics car of Betty Boop. $97 for that. I do want to show you some of the dolls and different figurines that they have. This one is really neat. It's a Disney Signature Series Minnie Mouse doll with her polka dot dress and her extra bags. $245. It comes in this acrylic case though. It says Minnie Mouse Signature Series, limited to only 4,000 pieces. And then over here they do have yet another Cruella de Vil statue. This one's rare. It says Disney 101 Dalmatians, $350. I love how it comes with a bunch of the Dalmatians, but the quality of the figure itself is really nice. Like I said though, they have a great assortment of different Disney snow globes going on. You have, this one's actually a Jim Shore one with Aladdin and Princess Jasmine on the flying carpet. $175 for that one. Let's see what else we got doing. This one here has a bunch of the Disney princesses from Snow White to Cinderella. $98. They have a Tarzan one here. And some of the water in here, of course, is very old because these are actually aging. $175 for the Nightmare Before Christmas. I wanted to see the year, but I don't see the year on that one. And they do have an Incredibles one. This is the great thing about the Lakeland Antique Mall. Just coming here, if you're not looking specifically for Disney merchandise, it's your typical antique mall. Like, you're gonna find everything vintage, from like Coca-Cola items, Pepsi, things that people repurposed and like redid the furniture and whatnot. Some really cool finds here. Like, the same booth with all of the Disney merchandise does have a huge selection of Precious Moments merchandise. There's actually quite a bit of figurines. Like, they have an entire bookshelf filled with those. But there's even like a whole section of like Disney coffee mugs that they have. Looks like this one is enormous. It has all the Disney villains on there. It says Disney villains on the bottom side. Let's see what else we got doing though. Look at this one here. That is so adorable. $19. It's the bottom half of Minnie Mouse. Let's actually go in a little bit further here at the Lakeland Antique Mall and check out Recycling the Magic. They have a great selection of different Disney items. Like, look at this framed artwork that they have, America on Parade from Disneyland. $225 for that. That's a really nice picture though. That looks incredible. Then over here is some old, let's see here, 1973 birthday buttons for cast members. Okay, so you get the birthday buttons and then some different like newsletters. These are $225. That's a unique piece of Disney history. And how about this really old kitchen set here? It's Snow White kitchen appliances. This is actually, it's an original packaging. This is Walt Disney's Snow White refrigerator. And then you do get literally everything else with all of the dwarves on it. Like, how rare this must be, like, to be in its original box and packaging. $395 for that. Then over here you have New Orleans Square. Let's see here, Main Street, Disneyland. Yeah, look at that, with some of the characters there from Splash Mountain. That's a really cool framed piece, $325. And then over here you have like an old school Donald Duck. This is actually a shoe polish display. Look at that though, you have Donald on there, the shine that water can't kill, $150. This would have been on display in an old store. Then over here they do have a bunch of Splash Mountain items, like the construction site access badge there. It says no admission, no discount. That's $295. They have some Brer Brew mugs right there. But some really cool different statues and figurines like Brer Rabbit. They have Brer Fox and then Brer Bear. We got lots of Brer going on over here. Definitely a common theme. And then underneath here they have a bunch of assorted tiki mugs, like the Shag Chewbacca one. Over here they have the Shag Darth Vader. And they do actually come with their original packaging, which is really neat. At the same booth here, they do also have, I believe this is from Disneyland, let's see. Yep, the tag says Disneyland Anaheim, California. So this is an actual character foot cover that would have been used as somebody portraying Tigger. So this is cool, a Disneyland piece of memorabilia. It's literally Tigger's foot cover, and they do have like a nice little framed piece on the inside of Tigger. I like how they really put these things together though, like that's really cool. And then over here on the tag, let's see here, Disney MGM Studios up top here, you do get the whole vest with a pin that says Disney Hostess. Let's see what we got doing. This would have been Disney MGM VIP Guide Costume Hostess with the pin set. Let's see what we got doing here in this booth. They have a really awesome pair of Figment ears. And again, these are all Disney parks. Like, that is a cool find to find some Figment ears. These are really soft and plush, but they do have an entire basket of like assorted ears. These are the Disney 100 ones. They all have like the original tags. They have one from this year's Halloween. These do glow in the dark. Very nice attention to detail though with the simulated leather mini. They got some good ears inside of these baskets though. These are some Disney Loungefly ones. These are actually this year's Christmas ears. And then underneath there they do have these Sherpa bow ones with the tie-dye pattern, but I remember seeing these at the Disney Character Warehouse last year. It's cool to see these here at the Lakeland Antique Mall, but they do have a bunch of like framed pieces like this Splash Mountain let's see, poster. These are $35 a piece. It says Disneyland, Splash Mountain. It says Laughin', Splashin', Satisfactual Fun. Then right up here, they do even have one for Disney's Jungle Cruise over in Adventureland. Again, this is also Disneyland. They have a bunch of really cool assorted posters though. Like, look at this one. You got Mr. Toad. He's almost in a trance there. It says Fantasyland. You can't go wrong for some of these. Only $35 a piece. You have another Fantasyland with the Haunted Mansion with the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. It says They're Dying to Meet You. And even more offerings here from Splash Mountain. Yeah, these are really, really cool. You have Casey's Corner there on Main Street, USA in the Magic Kingdom. Okay, so it looks like they added a brand new booth here. This is like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. They have a cutout of Severus Snape there in the backdrop. But look at this. They have a bunch of acceptance letters for Harry Potter like hanging up here. They have like an owl cage. This is really unique what they did with this booth. I love this. This is really cool. They have a plushie right there of Fox the Phoenix, and then a bunch of different like framed artworks and owls going on with Harry Potter framed prints over there. Let's see what else we can find here. It looks like they have some like Wizarding World of Harry Potter themed glasses. Let's see, $6.99 for them. And they have this little Hogwarts book. Let's see, this little album. Okay, so this would be cool to get like autographs or put pictures inside of a little notebook, leather bound. $12.99 for that. And then over here they have a tiny little Ford Angula, the flying car in the Wizarding World, $7.99. This is really neat though. Like, look at Scabbers up here. They have a little plushie Ron Weasley's rat. They have some books for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. That's really neat to see here. But look at this, even some framed prints here. They're actually signed. That's signed by Warwick Davis. That's cool. That's really cool. He played Professor Flitwick. And then over here they have the one signed by David Bradley. He played Filch in the movies. This booth here has a bunch of really cool items. This is a Phantasmic Maleficent light-up figurine with a Taylor Battle from D23. $400 for that. Like, how cool is this statue? Like, all the flames do light up. That one is really neat. And then over here they have Belle from Beauty and the Beast. It's funny though, because I think it's an actual working Belle. You have all the characters from Beauty and the Beast. $45 for that. But this booth does have a bunch of like assorted snow globes and different things. They're calling this a Rare Nightmare Before Christmas limited edition musical snow globe, and it actually works. $359. Another nifty little find here. They have Santa's little helper, Mickey. Look at him though. Like he's all decked out. He has his holly berries, his Santa costume, his little elf shoes. He comes with some hammers and different accessories. I love this. That is really unique. Back from 2001 it says. $98 for that one. And then right underneath, look at these fancy, like very dapper Mickey and Minnie statues. These are all $25 a piece. I don't think I've ever seen those before. Really neat. But they have a bunch of like random things kind of peppered throughout, like the 50th anniversary pin with Mickey and Minnie, $27.99. And how about the statue underneath with Mickey as a firefighter? This is what I mean though. Right now we're actually in row G, and it does expand to your left and right and all the way back, but all of these little cubbies here and different cutouts are all individual vendors here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. So you are going to find some different things, probably some Disney things kind of mixed in throughout. But check out the sign up here. I don't think I've ever seen this before. 100% pure Donald Duck fruit juices, quality that speaks for itself. That's really unique. $95, and it looks like they are starting to decorate like all of the booths for like the holiday season and whatnot. This is what I mean though. You can probably spend a good 4 or 5 hours here at the Lakeland Antique Mall, especially if you're looking for Disney items in general, because all of these booths are going to have a few different items. But all the way in the back section is where the Vault Collectibles is, and they have like all the Universal and Disney items. But still, like up front, you're kind of mind boggled there with some of the items used like at Halloween Horror Nights right off the bat, and the really rare like Loungefly bags. This booth here actually has a bunch of really rare items. This is a Disneyland Wonderground Kingdom of Cute. This is all a framed print, like ready to go. $90 for that. You can see the Disneyland logo, all of the Disney characters, like the Abominable Snowman. You have Tinkerbell on there. That is really neat. Then right over here is another framed print. This is a Disney DVC Wish brushed canvas, picture and frame. $75 for that. Like, that is a really unique piece of Disney history. Let's see what we got doing here. Disney Clubhouse. This is a Disney cast member ESPN shirt. It says rare. These are $125. It says Disney's Wide World of Sports. You can see all the people there playing sports. That's really cool though. And they do have this little spinny thing here where you can check out some of the Disney pins that they do have for sale at this booth. They have Epcot World Showcase. Let's see what else we can find here. Disney's Fort Wilderness Lodge, Alani, and here's a bunch of assorted pins. These are definitely a little bit more rare. Like the bowling set of pins is really cool with all of your Disney villains. Over here they do have a whole entire monorail set with all of the different colors. That is way cool. Look at all of them though. Like, I never knew there were so many different colors there of the monorail. Like, that is really neat. And then down here they have a Disney Doug spinner pin. It does look like you can even purchase some of the cast member badges here as well. They have a lot from the year 2000. This one's Walt Disney World. Cast member's name was Jim. They even have this one that says like Tokyo, California, Paris. They have Kenneth. All the way down here they have another one from 2000 with Kenneth. This is 100 Years of Magic. That's cool. The Jungle Book, it says right underneath. Yeah, they got some cool things inside of these cabinets. Like, you really have to take your time and check everything out. Up top here they have a Disney Fantasyland cast member costume in size medium, and you do get the pants as well in size large. These are $350 for the whole costume. Over here is Disney Cruise Line cast member jacket with gold DCL buttons. If you look closely, you can actually see like the Disney Cruise Line logo. These are all in like pristine condition. $125 for that. And then up ahead, way up there, it looks like you even get the hat. This is a Disney Jungle Cruise cast costume for $500. Okay, so right now we're continuing down row J. So this is the last row in the Lakeland Antique Mall. I do want to head to the back section though and show you guys all of the items in the back side. They have some really rare items at Vault Collectibles. Look at this though, like you're finding some brand new like Christmas decor and different things along the way. I love that about this. They have some Christmas stockings up ahead. You'll Be Merry with Groot and Rocket Raccoon. They actually had these recently at the Disney Character Warehouse. And check out some of the plushies they have. They have Stitch dressed up as Elvis. They even have the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. This booth must be brand new though, because they have a bunch of things I haven't seen before. It says Christmas over yet. You have Eeyore wearing a Santa hat and he's holding a stocking. Look at this though, some salt and pepper shakers with Mickey and Minnie. And then over here they have the Haunted Mansion. They're Dying to Meet You Fantasyland. Again, this is all framed up and ready to go for $35. Okay, holy moly, did we just stumble across the goods back here. These are some Disney Cruise Line used chairs. Let's see, they don't say exactly which cruise ship, but these are $50 a piece. You have the hidden Mickey there with the cruise symbol. That is way cool. And check out all the different garland and whatnot. Again, this was all used at the Universal and or Walt Disney World, like parks and resorts. It's now for sale here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. It's different sizes, colors, different shapes, ornaments, which is really neat. And then over here, they have some Disney Polynesian resort used lamps here, $95 a piece, but they do come with the base as well. They don't have the original lampshades on them, but that is a cool find. And then over here is a table. This was used at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Let's see here, Table Captain Cooks. Okay, so that's $75. And I do want to point out right over here, yet another Disney used chair. And it does tell you exactly where these were used. So this is Disney's Fort Wilderness. These are $95 a piece. How unique is that? Some more new items here. Check this out from the resorts. They even have the Murphy beds. You can see the original mural. Like when you pull the bed down from the Disney resort, you have Dumbo the Flying Elephant and then Timothy Mouse. But these are all original. Like nothing is touched or removed. All the original artwork though and the hardware comes with these. Let's see what we have doing. This is from Disney's Boardwalk. This is the Dumbo art, $595. It still has the original plugs there, the USB, and in this back section they have Universal Studios scary haunted house props for sale. This is okay, I remember that, the Carrie, that's really neat. And look at this up here, the largest pin truck. Some really unique items back here that I haven't seen before. It's seriously like a treasure trove of Disney history in the back section over here. Like I've never checked out this side. I do believe it's brand new when opened up. This is from All-Star Resort. You have the All-Star, then you have Pluto playing some basketball. These are framed prints that were used in the rooms. It does look like some of these might only be $20. Like get out of town. Yeah, they are like $20 a piece. They have Slam Dunk in the back section with Goofy, Slam Dunk in the basketball. And then over here are some of like the nesting tables. This has a turtle on it. Then these are used at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. You can see where exactly in the room these were used. Really cool piece, $225. And they do have the Animal Kingdom Lodge little racks here that were used to like put your different items in, like your suitcases and whatnot, for $40. I'm really blown away. Like we didn't even get to the Vault Collectibles yet. That's just on the other side of the wall. But in this back side, like they have a great deal of Universal and Disney items and memorabilia. Okay, and that back section here now leads us to the Vault Collectibles. Some really unique items you're going to find here. These are probably used at Universal property. It says crunchy candy. Then you have powdered candy. Pick a tube. That's really unique. And then over here, let's see what we got doing. This looks like, this is from Halloween Horror Nights. It is. It's the usher. This is a huge wooden sign that was used at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. $2,500. Look at this though. Admit 1, Universal Plaza Theater. That is awesome. And then over here, like a bunch of different signage and different things like you don't see. Like this is cool. And then over here you have a bunch of different signage and different things. Like this here says sale, limited time offer, select items, $150 for that. And then they do have a sign here from Hogwarts from Harry Potter. Yeah, that's cool. I do believe they do still sell this at Universal Studios. That is $45. And they do have a bunch of like trinkets and dishes from Hogwarts with a chocolate frog. This one here is Birdie Bot's Every Flavored Bean, and they even have a Honeyduke one. Even more signage from Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights 30. This is way cool, again used in the parks. And here's a ginormous sign of the director from HHN. These are $2,500. Let's continue in a little bit. Again, this is the Vault Collectibles. I do want to show you their business card in case you're interested in any of the items here. Eric is fantastic. He'll definitely take care of you. And they do have a bunch of glasses underneath. Oh, that's cool, with Jack the Clown from HHN, Universal Halloween Horror Nights. They have the Storyteller, the Caretaker, 30 Years, 30 Fears, and Stranger Things. That was really cool. Also in the back section at the Vault Collectibles, they have a bunch of the old props that were used in the Shrek 4D attraction. Like they do have the 3 animatronics there for the 3 little pigs. These would have been dangling, I believe, during the pre-show, and like they would light up and the boxes would move a little bit. Now they're out here at the Lakeland Antique Mall for sale. Right up ahead, they have some Mardi Gras Universal Studios. This is a huge banner. That's actually really, really big. $150 for that. And you can even still purchase some of the old Shrek 3D glasses. These are only $5 a piece. Again, like with the Lakeland Antique Mall, and they actually show you exactly where some of the items were used, like on property. I do want to get into even more of the Disney memorabilia. They have a bunch of resort use telephones. Actually says right there, Disney's Beach Club Resort. It tells you the room number, 4602, and it comes with the phone and everything. These are $25 for a piece of Disney history. Over here, they even have some from Disney's Grand Floridian. How crazy cool. That is room 8340. They're on display and you can purchase them here. They have Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. That is so cool, especially the Grand Floridian one. And then they do have a huge lamp here. This was used, let's see, $35. This is from Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Resort. It comes with the original base and everything. And speaking of lamps, I do want to check out even more. This one was used in Disney's Polynesian Resort. This is a tiki stone lamp for $195. You can see the tiki gods. This thing is so heavy though. The base on it's massive. It has the original lampshade. And they do have a couple unique ones over here. These were used in Disney's Boardwalk and the Suites. This is really fancy though. Almost looks like the Eiffel Tower on the bottom. A bunch of jewels. $29.99 for them. And it's funny, we actually own this one from Disney's Contemporary Resort. Really cool item. I love the whole shape of this. Of course, being a contemporary, it's a really contemporary style, no pun intended. But again, it shows you where they were used in the rooms. Let's head back here a little bit though and see what we got doing. It looks like a good assortment of different like Disney artworks and prints from Hollywood Studios. This says visit Walt Disney World Resort today with Slinky Dog Dash. That is way cool. And here's some artworks. These were used at the Polynesian, but these actually have some hidden Mickeys inside. Like if you look closely in the sand here, you can see a Mickey right there. And then over here in the wave, you can see another hidden Mickey. These are really neat though, $379. Some of these prints though and artworks are really something else. This is a Disney, let's see here, carved pumpkins artwork used on Disney property. Look at the price though, it's very random, $555.55. But you have like all of the classic Disney characters carved in the pumpkins. You have the castle there, even the hitchhiking ghost. I love how Mickey's looking at them. Like that looks really cool. Right next door is a Disney Caribbean Beach pirate treasure artwork. Okay, so this was used at the Caribbean Beach Resort. You have Captain Jack Sparrow and that classic scene at the end of the attraction. $329 for that. And they even have some Disney contemporary used artworks as well. This would have been up there in the bathroom. You can see it above the towel bar. And they have some really unique pieces that I haven't seen before. These are Disney's Animal Kingdom show support chairs. Look at this, like you're a director, like you have your little foot spot there for your foot. This is really cool, $100 a piece. They do have a few of them. Now right behind there is a dresser. Let's see what we got doing. This was used at a Disney's Boardwalk, a nice little nightstand, again with your USB, and you have your outlet plugs. Everything works properly though, like these are very heavy solid wood, $75. Here's some super duper really rare items. You have Chip and Dale character gloves. You can see Chip and Dale and the gang in the backside by the engine truck, but you have the actual gloves that were used. $3,250 there. Right up ahead, they do have the Pluto used character dog collar. This is $5,000. Look at this though, it says character costume development on the tag on the inside. Pluto, if found, please return to Mickey Mouse. Then right up ahead, they do have the character used Mickey Mouse gloves. It comes with the star that says Mickey Mouse, and you get the used gloves for $5,000. Here's a few new items in the back section that I want to show you. This is Fort Wilderness Railroad, a huge like train. Look at that, you could even see like the smoke coming out the top. Walt Disney himself is in the car, and director Mickey Mouse is hanging out the backside. How's this for a piece of Disney history at an antique mall? That is seriously something else. It's really neat seeing Walt staring back at you. Then right up ahead from Aladdin, literally the magic carpet and Abu is right above our head. In this back section, they have a really cool sign. Disneyland will be closing at 6 p.m. today for a special cast member event. Again, with the holly berries. This is Christmas themed. $265 for that. But this back section has a ton of assorted things used on Disney property. This huge light up deer. I want to see where this was used. Let's see what we got doing here. That was used, okay, so it just says gazelle prop display used on Disney property. $600 for that. And then over here, let's see what we got doing. They have Epcot Norway swag, they're calling that. So this was used at the Norway Pavilion at Epcot, but it comes with all the original ornaments and everything that was on it. Like these little gingerbread guys, the wooden hearts, the snowflakes. Oh my gosh, like holy moly, this stuff is seriously like intense back here. They have so much. This is a ginormous Christmas wreath and I absolutely love this. Very, very full with lots of bows and ornaments. This is just a large Disney wreath, $145 for that. And look at the one right next door. This one's a little bit smaller, but you got like some Santa boots, like the swirled candy cane bow, and all the original ornaments. Let's see what we have doing here on the spinny rack. These are from Disneyland. These are 25-cent B coupons. These are $35 a piece, all framed up. It says Main Street Cinema. You have the Astro Jet Art of Animation exhibit, Mickey Mouse Club Theater. That's really cool. Looks like they do have a bunch of assorted tickets. Tomorrowland, you have Fantasyland. This one's a little bit cheaper, $30. I love how they frame everything though. It looks really amazing. Over here they have Welcome to Disneyland, and then you get the ride coupon, Main Street and Fantasyland, King Arthur Carousel, Main Street Vehicles, $35. This case has a bunch of really cool hard hats and different things. You have property and drapery. Let's see here, groundbreaking August 1992, the Walt Disney Company. That hard hat's $195. They just have a random like blue Disney hard hat with the Mickey symbol and the Disney logo, $195. But you're gonna find some really rare ones like the ones right over here. These are Imagineering helmets, $395 a piece. Like that is so cool. And then right underneath is an even rarer one. This is Euro Disneyland hard hat construction helmet, $795. And they do look like they have like all of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like really old figurines. I'm surprised they have these out where you can touch them. They have Snow White there in the back section. Let's see what else we have doing back here though. They have Mickey's Marching Band, Mr. Christmas Holiday Innovation. Oh wow, okay, Mr. Christmas. Yeah, you get Mickey there. We have, let's see, we have Minnie Mouse in the backside. We have Goofy and Pluto. Oh, that's cool. And Donald Duck in the front, $495. And has this for like an old Disney throwback. They have these old Disney VHS tapes with the original like stand where you'd be able to purchase these at. It says Disney Movies, Magic and more, but they have all the original tapes. Let's see what we got doing. Pocahontas Masterpiece in the back section. They have Walt Disney's Bambi Masterpiece for the 55th anniversary, $4. Like that is so crazy. $4 a piece here. They have the Jungle Book, the Sword and the Stone, Walt Disney's Tarzan down here, and then you have Fun and Fancy Free. And here's some really rare framed artworks. These come matted and ready to go. Like these are actually limited edition to 500 pieces. Walt flies to Neverland, so he's boarding the ride vehicle there. It's hand numbered and it says Disneyland, $325. Then you have Walt's Transportation of the Future. This one is number 227 of 500, again with Walt Disney. But look how happy he looks. Like, isn't that really just like touching? Really something else. On the right track, you have Walt on the train track. This is number 39 of the set. It says Magic Kingdom series, $295. Then over here they have a Thomas Kinkade Pinocchio. Oh wow, okay. So they have a Thomas Kinkade piece with Pinocchio. This is all framed up, $595. You really have to take your time though to look everywhere. Here's some signage, Happy Birthday Mickey 2017, and then they have a 2017 Happy New Year sign. Inside of this case, they have a bunch of the Disney Lorcana trading card game cards. Really cool because these are sold out in most of the parks and whatnot. You can purchase them separately. A lot of these cards, Mr. Smee there from Captain Hook, Peter Pan, they have Tinkerbell, the Wardrobe. It looks like these are all about $1.50 to $2 a piece. Let's see, we have Prince Eric, Aladdin, lots of different characters inside of there. And how nifty is this? You can even purchase some of the Christmas ornaments that were used at the Disney resorts. Like these were all used at the Grand Floridian. They have all different sizes and shapes. They don't tell you like which tree and whatnot they were used, but they range in price. Like these are a really good deal. They have some smaller Christmas balls, some candy cane striped ones. Let's see what else we can find from other resorts though. Okay, so this is Winter Summerland Miniature Golf. They have the ornaments from the miniature golf over there, Winter Summerland. Underneath they have Disney's Art of Animation Resort Christmas ornaments. All the way down to Disney's Fort Wilderness Lodge, Resort and Campground, and they even have Disney Cruise Line ornaments. I had such a fun time today hanging out here in Lakeland, Florida at the Lakeland Antique Mall. They have such incredible amounts of really rare Disney items though. Like I was saying, those Imagineering helmets, lots of brand new pins. Like if you like Disney pins, like rare ones and even more common ones, they definitely have you covered here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. They have a bunch of Splash Mountain memorabilia and different assorted things all the way in the back at the Vault Collectibles. That's where you're going to find all of your Disney parks, your Disneyland items that were used in the parks and the resorts, as well as your Universal Studios items. But if you'd like to further support the channel, please consider checking out our Patreon page. I'll add a link to that in the description box of this video. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.